Adaptive Adventures. We're doing an adaptive chair yoga class today, and it'll be mostly focusing on our spine and arms today. All right. So find yourself sitting in a way that makes you feel really good about yourself, that you feel like you have a sense of dignity or pride in being a human being. Our spine is tall and upright without having a lot of strain on it. The chest is open, and really important, we're relaxing the shoulders, letting them roll back and down. So when we lift our heart, then our shoulders can release, right? Because they aren't designed to do the work to hold us up. So we want to let them sort of out of the equation. All right, let's start with our shoulders. So we'll do one shoulder at a time, and then we'll do both shoulders. Let's start with the right shoulder. So the arm is down. When you inhale, bring that shoulder up as high as you can and squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. And when we are going to drop it with an exhale, we'll make a sigh. So it'll be, so just let gravity just drop it down. This is a great way of releasing tension in the ligaments. Ligaments don't respond in the same way that muscles do, so just dropping it like that is a good way of doing it. So let's do that a few times. So inhale, squeeze it up. Now hold your breath, but keep getting taller, even though you're not breathing. Hold here, and then exhale. Let's do it 3 more times. Big inhale brings us up, just glues that shoulder in towards the ear, the spine gets long, and then and inhale up. And last time, inhale up. And all right, that shoulder should be nice and tired now, so it doesn't want to stay up anymore. It gets to lay down. All right, so now just comparing that sensation in the right to the left. Let's do the left shoulder now. So inhale the left shoulder up and squeeze it in. Get taller, hold your breath, and and in, hold, and big inhale floats the shoulder up, then we actually squeeze it in, ear to shoulder, shoulder to ear, and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale up, squeeze it in. So we're fatiguing the muscles doing this, and then exhale, and we're relaxing them. So last time, inhale up, and exhale. All right. So now both shoulders. Let's do one time. Just both shoulders up and in. Squeeze them both in now. Feel like you're getting taller, and let them go. All right. Now we'll roll our shoulders. So bring them up, but then take them back and take your time, squeezing them down. So roll them forward, super relaxed. Then let them go back, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together as you go down. A couple more times like that. Find your rhythm, your smooth movement, up and down. And if you want to make it a little bit more, when you come forward, turn the back of your hands towards each other. And then when you go out, turn the palms out. And so then you're rotating the shoulder at the head as well as shrugging the whole shoulder joint. All right, let's do one more time here. Trying to get that blood flow into that upper back and shoulders. All right, now we'll do a little shoulder circles, make a little bit of a bigger gesture. So bring your hands onto your shoulders or your chest or any place that feels comfortable, even up here. And we'll just start with little circles, right? Just little circles. Little circles on the elbows going backwards. And let this feel so easy, like it's just this thing that requires no effort, just these little circles going back. Now, if this is what feels right and you want to stay here, stay here. If you'd like to try a little bit bigger circles, slow it down and start to go a little bit bigger forward and back. And now you're testing the range of your shoulder girdle today. So see what your biggest circle is now. So we're going up and back and down and forward, up and back and down and forward. Just connect those dots nice and smooth. Let's do one more. We're scooping forward and then back out. And then shake your arms out. All right, so now it'd be good to get the spine involved a little bit. So we'll do our hip circles. So that means you're anchored. Your sit bones are on the chair. You can have your hands on your lap, on your chair, anywhere that feels comfortable. Take an inhale, press down and get tall. When you exhale, let your chest come over your right knee. And then just take your time coming over to the left, and then back and up. And now keep those circles going and allow any movement that feels right for you. So the movement can be small or large, but you can include your shoulders and your head. You can look side to side or up and down. So you can start to incorporate a little twist or a little tug on those shoulders. Whatever feels right for you. Let's do a few more. When your low back is aching, this is a nice thing to do. Just to begin to bring more circulation to those tissues. And then come on up. And then pause in the center here for just a moment. In fact, let's just close our eyes for a moment and invite a sense of stillness, of self-observation. So just go inside and see how you feel. What do you feel? Where are you feeling it? Just sense the sensations in your body. Notice the quality of your breath, if it's short or long, if it's smooth or a little ragged. Try and smooth it out and lengthen it out. And then notice your mind. So in everything, we also train our mind when we train our body. And so when you notice that you're someplace else, when you're not in your body, when you're thinking about something else, just label it as thinking and come right back to breathing. And every time you do that, think of it like a fresh start, like a brand new beginning. You come back and you say breathing, and you let go of all your other distractions, and it's a brand new beginning. And that's what's so rejuvenative about both meditation and yoga, is we get to start over and over again. All right, let's take our hip circles then in the other direction, just to finish easing into the low back. And you might also feel your abdominal muscles working when we do this. All right, so now we'll lean over to the left knee and then swoop over to the right. And then take it back and up. Maybe look up at the ceiling. Maybe let your head lean to the side when you come to the side. Come forward as deep as feels good for you. And then find the pace and the scale of the movement that's working. And let's do a few of that. So you're engaging your belly, your abdominal muscles to support you, especially when you're leaning back and to the sides. Let's do one more here. Good. And then when you're done that, we'll come back to center again. All right. So we always do some version of cat-cow. So cat is when we round our back, and cow is when we do a little back bend. So we'll do a slightly different version today. There's so many versions of these, I like to play with them. So let's get tall, press down to lift up when you take an inhale. Now when you take an exhale, bring your palms of your hands together, reach way out in front of you and drop your head. So chin to collarbone and lengthen those arms, round the back, pull the belly in. Now of course you're breathing as you need to. You're not holding your breath at this point. But when you inhale next time, lift your head up. Turn the back of your hands towards each other. So we're turning our hands in, we're changing our shoulder orientation. Now imagine you're in the pool and you're pushing all that water aside, bringing the thumbs are pointing up, the back of the hands towards each other. I'll turn sideways for a minute. And you're lifting the chest and the head up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and deepening that lumbar curve. So you're in a little back bend here. So that's our inhale. So let's do that a few times now. So when you're ready to exhale, round, roll back a little, pull the belly in and reach. And then turn the back of the hands together and whoosh, like you're pushing air away or heavy waves and lifting up. And then turning the palms forward and like you're swimming backwards, coming into your cat. And then inhale into your cow, and just do this a few more times with your breath, paying lots of attention to everything that's going on in your body, everything that's moving, what your breath feels like, if your breath is flowing freely into the body or if it's restricted anywhere. And see if you can find that flow for you of where movement and breath become one. And you're exaggerating the movements and lengthening the breath. Let's do one more. So when you inhale this time and your hands are back, pause there. And then find something you can hold on to, whether it's the seat, hands at your low back. I'm going to hold on to the rungs of my chair. So then holding on to something, you'll roll your shoulders open, lift your chest, let your belly button come forward, and then lift the chin towards the ceiling without compressing the back of the neck. So you're also lifting up the back of the skull at the same time. Keep deepening that back bend, maybe even leaning away from the chair a little and breathe. So you are creating this curve in your back, little back bend to counteract all the rounding that we all do. Let your shoulder blades come a little closer together and the shoulder blades down the back a little. And then bring your head level, release your arms, and come back. So the low back sometimes can really hold on to some tension. So this is called pelvic clock rock. Right? So we're going to just move our pelvis back and forth, and I'll guide us as we go through. And it's just, I think, an amazing way of letting go of tension in your low back. So make sure you're sitting comfortably. And if you had a big clock face around you, kind of horizontal, this is noon in front of us, or 12 o'clock, and 6 o'clock behind us, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 and 9 are out this way, and 6 and 12 are that way. So we're going to start rocking with that cat-cow, so moving the spine and the pelvis between 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So when you inhale, just rock forward, maybe look up a little. And when you exhale, rock back, round the back, tuck your tail. And then just rolling across your sit bones, finding your version of a smooth, continuous, flowing movement. 12 o'clock, the heart lifts. 6 o'clock, pull the belly in. Feel yourself moving from the pelvis up, so rocking that low back. Coordinating it with our breathing again. So when we come forward and lift up, that's an inhale. And when we roll back and down, that's an exhale. All right, last one like this. The next time you inhale, come to 1 o'clock. So that means you're going to go to the right just a tiny little bit, and your right sit bone will take more weight than the left. And then when you exhale, you're going to go to 7 o'clock. So just a tiny bit to the left. And now keep that diagonal and just go between 1 o'clock on an inhale, 7 o'clock on an exhale. 1 and 7. 1 and 7. So a little bit more weight on the right sit bone, a little bit more weight on the left sit bone. Back and forth. All right, next time you come forward, let's go to 2 o'clock. So you're going to go a little bit more to the right, but not sideways yet. And then we come to 8 o'clock. So a real diagonal now. You might be able to lead with your right shoulder and then exhale, leading with the left. So let your upper spine or back become involved in any way that feels right for you. But you're definitely, that relationship between your spine and your hips, we're really expanding that. All right, next inhale, we're going to go to 3 o'clock. So that's right to the right. and then 9 o'clock. So now we're just rocking right and left. So you're feeling that weight redistribute from the right sit bone completely to the left and then completely to the right. Now you can include your head here if you like. So when you go to the right, when you go to the left, you can look to the right. When you go to the right, you can look to the left. So you can let your head move in opposition to the weight. Just a little bit of turning of the head back and forth. A little twist through the spine. Okay, the next inhale, let's go to 4 o'clock. So we're just going to lean back just a little bit. 4 o'clock, just over to the right a little, and then we're going to go to 10 o'clock. So with our shoulder, our left shoulder, so just a little bit. 4 and 10. Just slightly off axis of going side to side. All right. Next inhale, let's go to 5 o'clock. So we're almost straight back, but not quite. So 5 and 11. So we're just slightly off center each side of 6 and 12. So maybe lift the heart, round the back. Pull yourself forward and up. Push yourself back and down. Coordinating the breath. All right. And then we go 6 to 12. And now we'll take that second half of the clock a little more quickly. So now we'll go 7 and 1. 7 and 1, just a few times here. You've sort of moved in this movement before. And now 8 to 2. You can let yourself flow or interpret these movements any way that feels good to you. Back to 9 o'clock and 3 and 9. And 3. And then we'll do 10, 4, 10, 4. We did 4, 10 before, so now we're doing 10. We're reversing that just a little. We go to 11, 5, and now we're right back to center. So 12 and 6. And it might feel like a nice little release because it's a simple movement now. Straight forward and straight back. All right, the next time you come forward, stay forward. Pause here for a moment. And now we're just going to come around and do it, just unite everything we just did. So when you inhale, come to 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock, and then 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Do that one more time. Smooth it out with your movement. And then come forward and let's reverse it one time. So when you're ready, we'll go 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Using your abdominals. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, and then continue one more time, just in that perfect pace for you, whatever your body needs right now. Just whole way around in that circle. And then when you're done, come back to center, close your eyes for just a moment and relax. See if you can feel the resonance. Your low back, behind your navel, your lumbar spine. Maybe you feel it's warmer or more pliable or even a little tingly. All right. Now we'll go side to side in a different way. All right? So we'll keep this really simple. Your hands are on your thighs. Take an inhale. Press down to lift up. Firm your belly. And when you exhale, just lean to the right. Let your head and neck relax over. Draw that left shoulder so it's not up by your ear. Take it down. Inhale back to center. Just nice and easy. Sway over to the left. Let the head relax over too. Let's do that one more time. to the right and left, and then we'll add the arms. So inhale up and exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Now this time, when you lean to the right, let your left elbow bend just a little, like something's pulling on your elbow, like a string puppet. Super easy. And then relax the arm down. Take it to the left, and the right elbow just comes up a little. And then we take it down. Now we'll keep doing this, but each time, if it feels okay, maybe the elbow goes up a little higher. Spine stays long. Now let's see, maybe the hand starts to come up too, just a little bit with that elbow. Back to center. And other side. Back to center. And then if you like, then maybe the hand comes a little further. The elbow's still nice and bent, but that elbow is starting to gravitate towards the ceiling. And then I want you the next couple times to find what makes it comfortable for you. So maybe that's extending the arm the whole way, maybe it's keeping it bent, maybe it's on the head or the shoulder. So whatever feels right for you. And then back. And then over to the left. And back. And come to center now. All right, we're going to take this a little bit deeper now for the neck. All right? So let's lift the left arm up right next to the ear or anywhere that's comfortable. Right hand is on the chair. And then come on over to the right. Now we'll stay here for a little minute. Keep reaching with that right arm if that's comfortable. The head is relaxed over. Now just bring the arms straight up, but the head stays over. Turn the palm away from you. When you exhale, take the hand at about 25 degrees and just relax here. Let the shoulder blade down. The head is heavy, leaning towards the right. Then bring your arm just below shoulder level, just a little bit below, and pause here. And really let that shoulder blade feel heavy, like it needs to slide down your back. Next time you exhale, take your arm to a diagonal and reach like there's something just past your reach. And you should feel some stretch between the ear and the shoulder there. And then let your right arm relax down. Now keep your head over, but take the left hand to the left temple. And on an inhale, just push your head back up. And then relax. All right, we don't want to use the neck muscles after we lengthen them, so we push the head back up. All right, take a deep breath here through both nostrils. And then sigh it out. As though all the tension in your body just melts away when you sigh like that. All right, let's take the right arm up now. And the left hand can be on the chair or the lap, wherever's comfortable. Push down to lift up. And then exhale over to the left. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. And this will be the version that feels right for you, right? So it could be here, it could be here, it could be here, here, there, there. Lots of options, wherever is right for you. All right, stay where you are, but the left hand goes straight up, and we turn the palm away from us. Keep the head over to the left as you begin to lower that right arm, just to a diagonal, and let that right shoulder really shrug down. Breathe into that. And then when you exhale, take the arm just a little below shoulder and pause again. And you can let that shoulder feel like it weighs 100 pounds. It just wants to slide down. And then we'll take it to a diagonal, reaching like there's something past our reach, so we're activating that arm. And then let's release the right arm. And we'll bring the left hand to the temple. And when you inhale, push your head back up to center, and release. Okay. Let's take our arms straight out, or the version that works for you. We'll be leaning left to right, so you can adapt your arms whatever feels right. And if you prefer hands on your hips, that's okay too. All right. So on an inhale, get tall. When you exhale, just lean to the right. Inhale back to center and lean to the left. Like there's something you're trying to get off the coffee table or something just past your grip. And take this back and forth a few times. And it's all about the spine. So if it's more comfortable to keep the arms down by your hips or at your waist, or even keep your arms out of it, that's fine. Just the arms exaggerated a little bit. But see how you can transfer your weight from sit bone to sit bone like we were doing in that pelvic clock rock. So we've got a little bit more fluidity here. And then let's come back and relax those arms for a minute. All right, now we'll take that and we'll add what's called eagle arms. So eagle arms are when we cross in front of us, like the wings of an eagle, but there's also, if you want, we can entwine the arms, and I'll show us both ways. And we'll just do this back and forth, inhale, exhale, be a little bit dynamic, all right? So on an inhale, take your arms out, or your version of it, and when you exhale, bring the right arm under the left and hug yourself. And then right away, inhale wide, and exhale left arm under right. And inhale, right arm on the bottom. And inhale, left arm on the bottom. Inhale, right arm on the bottom. Let's lean to the right a little bit. Slow it down just a little. Come back to center with wide arms. And left arm on the bottom, and we'll lean to the left a little. Let's do that again. Inhale the arms wide. Right arm on the bottom, hug yourself, and lean to the right. Inhale up to center. Left arm on the bottom, and lean to the left. And then come back to center, and relax your arms. Now, the other version of eagle arms is where we take it a little bit deeper. So I'll show you, we can try it and see what works. So take your arms out for a moment, and then right arm under left, we'll hug ourselves. But now walk your hands around as far as they'll go, with the hope of getting one elbow over the other. May or may not work. All right. Maybe the arms can be in a V like this, with the elbows crossed. Maybe the back of the hands can come towards each other, right? So we have back of the hands touching. And maybe the right hand can come around and grab the left palm. So that's one hand inside of the other. And this is the fuller version of eagle, but either hands anywhere they need to be is fine. All right, so on an inhale, let's lift the elbows up and look up at the ceiling. And you'll feel that little back bend like we did in the very beginning. And then when you exhale, draw your elbows down towards your belly, and then drop your chin to your collarbones, and maybe even round over a little bit. Feel a stretch between your shoulder blades. And keeping your arms the way they are, let's do this a few times. So I'll demo like this. Take the elbows up on an inhale, and the elbows down towards the navel on an exhale. We'll do this one more time. Take it up. Take it down. Come back to center. And let's just take a little twist to the right. Then come back to center and just do little baby twists. Just rock it a little bit back and forth. All right. So this is with the right arm on the bottom. So now we'll do the whole sequence again with the left arm on the bottom. So we take an inhale. Now the left arm goes underneath the right. And you walk those hands around and hug yourself. And then if you want a little bit more, then the hands can be at a V or the back of the hands can come together, or the left hand can reach around to the inside of the right. It's like you're double twining it. All of those are fine. On an inhale, slide your elbows a little away from you, and then inhale, float the elbows up. And when you exhale, bring the elbows down towards the belly, drop the chin to the collarbones, and even round your upper back a little so you feel a stretch between your shoulder blades. When you inhale and float your elbows up, feel the shoulder blades squeezing together and the chest opening. And then exhaling, rounding, rolling down, elbows towards the belly. We'll do this one more time. Bring it up. Bring it down. Big exhale. Pull the belly in. And then come to center. And now at center, let's do a little twist to the left. The heart lifts and the shoulders drop back and down. And then we'll come back to center. And we'll do a little twist again. Wherever your arms are, just little baby twists. Let it feel playful and fun. All right. And then release. Now we'll do one little bit of opening up of the shoulders and the chest here. Shake your arms out. I want to make sure your arms aren't too tired. You can swing them around a little bit. Even jiggle the shoulders. All right. So, on an inhale, find your cactus arms. So that's arms at a 90-degree angle, more or less. And elbows level with the shoulders. Oh, there's Amanda. I thought I lost you there for a minute. You popped in and out. All right. When you exhale, see if you can bring the forearms and the hands together. Or any version of it. Now, inhale, open them back out again. And now here's the part that can be a little challenging. It is for me. Keep your elbows where they are, and as you exhale, tip your hands forward until they're level with the floor, and you might even be able to take them a little bit further down, trying to keep your elbows where they are. So that's a full rotation of your shoulders. So then inhale, rotate them back up. Exhale, bring them together. And then inhale, take them apart. And exhale, we bring them together again. So there's a little double of that. And then inhale, open it wide. And now we'll start that little tipping. So take your time. Imagine your shoulders are anchored in space, your elbows actually, anchored in space. And you're taking your time rotating your shoulders. And then rolling them back up. Great, everyone's doing this really well. And then back together again. Open them up and close them again. And now we're going to add one more thing to this little sequence. So open your arms up. And now the sideways, so you can see what I'm saying. Tip your elbows forward and take your hands back. So you'll feel your shoulder blades really landing on your upper back. All right, keep it like that. And now imagine the back of your hands are against the wall. And really slowly slide your hands up the wall into a big V shape, or any version of that, reaching through the arms. And then nice and slow, exhale, drag the hands down the wall, elbows a little forward in front of the hands. And then we'll take that little tip. So nice and slow, bring it slowly forward and down, like a scarecrow here for a minute. And then inhale, rotate the shoulders back up. Exhale the arms together, laminate them. And inhale, broaden them. Exhale, bring them back together again. And let's give the arms a rest. That sequence we just did, taking the arms into a V, I'd like to do it again, but I think our shoulders need just a little rest before we do that again. At least I do. All right, let's try it again. So inhale the arms into your cactus arms. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale like they're pushing them apart. And now let's try tip the elbows forward. Sorry, I lost my place there. Elbows forward. And now slide those arms up, up, and away. Nice and wide. Shoulders can hold so much tension, so it's really good to try and move through this slowly, mindfully, creating strength at every little part of the joint. All right, now we're going to tip. So bring the fingertips forward until they're level. Keep the elbows where they are. Take the hands down. And then bring them back up. And then hands together. Last time, hands wide. And then release. Okay, let's shake that out a little bit. Okay, we haven't done too much twisting today, so we'll do a little bit of twisting now. So let's inhale that left arm up anywhere. When you exhale, pivot towards your right knee and take that left arm to the right knee. And then take the right hand back behind you. It can be on the chair, on the rungs, on the seat of the chair, or even on your low back. And then inhale, get tall. And then when you exhale, imagine your entire spine rotating from the lowest ribs, through the chest, through the shoulders, and through the head. And when you get here, find that ease. So there shouldn't be any strain. See if you can take away all the effort, yet stay in the posture, and just breathe. And then release, and come on back. We'll inhale the right arm up, pivot a little bit towards the left knee, and bring the right hand down to the left knee. Find a place to hold on. And then left hand goes anywhere that's comfortable. Maybe to the chair. Use your first inhale to get tall and drop the shoulder blades. And then use your exhale, starting right above the navel. Start to twist there. And looking over the left shoulder, but then noticing how it feels and releasing any of the extra effort and seeing if you can soften into the pose from the inside out. And then come on back to center. Now we'll do those twists to each side again with just a little adjustment. All right, so inhale that left arm up. Pivot to the right knee. Left hand to the right thigh, knee, or any place that makes sense. But now I'm going to take your right hand to your sacrum. Okay? And you'll rub. You want to bring some warmth and sensation. So that's your sacrum there, your low back, that little triangular bone. So rub, 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 rub. And then keep your hand there and press into your back, like you're pressing your lumbar spine forward. And when you do that, it helps your chest lift up. So if you're like this and you press it forward, it lifts your chest up. So it's just a little adjustment there to get you 18 inches taller. All right, so with your hand there and you're tall, then you can take your hand any place that's comfortable for the twist. And on your exhale, use your exhale to find your version of rotation to the right. Now keep your spine, your shoulders, everything where it is. The only thing we'll move is the head. And try this. Take the left ear to the left shoulder. Keep turning your heart and your chest to the right. And if that doesn't feel good, you can look to the left or even drop your chin to the left collarbone. So see what feels right for you. And then release it and come on back. Now we definitely want to take a clearing breath before we do the other side, because that's a lot of work what we just did. So inhale through both nostrils, get tall, and then sigh it out completely. Just letting everything melt away. All right, let's inhale the right arm up, Pivot the chest to the left. Drop that right hand to the left knee. Now take your left hand and place it anywhere that's comfortable, but on your low back. It can be the fist or the palm. So low back, and then you want to burnish it back there. You want to move it up and down, back and forth. Just create a little heat, maybe even a little massage. All right, and now the hand, push the hand into the sacrum, and notice, I'll do it back and forth. When you push, it lifts you up. So it lifts your heart up and lets your shoulders release a little. All right, so once you have that lift, then turn your left hand onto the chair, anywhere that's comfortable. Press down to lift up, and then find your rotation to the left. Little by little, you might find a little bit more potential for twist. You're wringing out all those muscles around the spine. And then stay here, but we'll tip the right ear towards the right shoulder. Or if that doesn't feel good, chin to the collarbone, or even just looking to the right. So explore what feels right for you on your head and neck in relation to your shoulders and chest. So your chest and shoulders continue to twist to the left, and the head relaxes right ear to right shoulder. And then inhale and come on back. The last thing we'll do, just for a minute, is a little bit of breath work. So bring your arms out by your sides with your palms down. When you take an inhale, imagine you're pushing like through water. You're pushing down, grounding yourself. You'll get a little taller on your inhale. When you exhale, turn your palms up, bend your elbows, and feel like you're completely softening, even dissolving. Turn the palms down and push down towards the earth, grounding you, solid and strong. Turn your palms up and float up like you're made of a cloud. So those two things, strong and stable, pushing down on the inhale, soft and relaxed, almost vapor as you come up. And just try that a few more times with your breath. Do one more together. Inhaling, push down, ground yourself, connect to the trees, the plants, and then exhale, float up, connect with the cosmos, with the clouds and the stars. You can relax your hands down, but know that you are a child of the universe, and that spark of life that's inside of you is a little spark of divinity that we all share with all living creatures on the planet. The plants, the flowers, the trees, the birds, the four-leggeds, each other. We all have that little spark of life. So we want to honor that. So bring your hands in front of your chest, lower your chin. May all beings be uplifted by the fruit of our inner work. All right, so the work that we do is not just for us, but it's to change the world and let it be for everyone. So may we all be happy. May we all be well. And may we all feel thoroughly loved. The light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. Namaste.